Babylon system is the vampire. Yeah. Sucking the children day by day. Yeah.
Welcome folks to this edition of Pacific Progress Cast. I wanted to get into a situation that I saw a few weeks ago that I thought needed to be in everyone's minds at this point. It's the savage killing of a mentally ill homeless man in Fullerton, California. Kelly Thomas was 27 years old, and police last month brutally killed him in a parking lot. 6 officers responded to a crime scene based on reports of someone trying to break into cars. And in between that point and them finding Kelly Thomas, I don't know what happened, but these police officers beat him into a coma, and he died a few days later. Reports of people on the scene said that they were beating him while he was face down, not resisting. He was tased 5 times. This was all caught on film. Someone put this video on YouTube, and I'll find the link and put it on my website and put it on this Pacific Progress Cast description. You can hear him screaming in agony for his father as the cops just go to town on him. I don't know what their problem was. I don't know if they're mentally ill themselves. I just don't know. I can maybe even advocate for them for a second and say, hold on, let's try to think of things from their side and say, what actually caused this. Let's say maybe he accidentally elbowed them in the nose or in the eye, or whatever it may be, and injured one of them. Maybe they were having a bad day and they just went off. But regardless, it does not give them the right to beat this man like this to death. That's insanity, and we cannot allow this to continue. Protests have happened against this. 400 protesters have, an estimated amount of 400 protesters have just came out from the far left of the spectrum and the far right, from groups like Answer on the far left and Campaign for Liberty on the far right, to tell people, no, we will not allow this tyranny to continue. Citizens down there have forced 2 council members to call for the recall of Police Chief Michael Sellers. A blogger by the name of Tony Bushala and community members around him have launched a recall campaign against 3 city council members for this. And I want to tell you folks about something that I saw recently that happened in China. Police brutally killed a street vendor on the street in broad daylight in front of people. People in China stood up against this. They rioted and protested. They burned down buildings. They killed police officers, and it was quite an incident, because in China they are already oppressed, and they know that if you let things get this bad and let police officers randomly brutally kill people in the street, that form of tyranny will only get worse unless we stand up against it. And that's what we need to do, folks. I'm not advocating us to go and burn down buildings or hurt police officers. I am saying that we need to unite under a common banner of liberty and freedom and come together in one way and in one voice and say no more of this. When we do that, and when we have enough people under that banner of liberty and freedom, they will have to listen to us. Thanks for listening to me, folks.